You're watching Nevada Business Chronicles. Take a journey with us to see the innovative businesses that put Nevada on the business map. Connecting you with the businesses, events, and organizations that bring innovation and prosperity to the Nevada area, please welcome your host, Mitch Burney. Founded in 1992 and located on Wells Avenue in Reno, Nevada, we're here at one of the most magical places in northern Nevada, St Ives Florist. Let's go in and meet the owner, Lorianne Acton. Lorianne, thank you so much for agreeing to be on our show. I could not be more delighted than to be at your business. If you don't mind, maybe starting with the name St Ives Florist. There's a story about how you got that.
There is a story. When I was 17 years old, I went to Europe, and I went to a little teeny fishing village in England. And it was one of those places where you get off the bus and there's little cobblestone walkways with moss and literally little bunnies hopping everywhere. Enchanting. Fell in love with it. And that's where the name came from, St Ives. That's what I named the shop.
And you've been in the industry for a couple of days, a couple of decades.
Yeah, a couple of days, a few.
A few.
Since I was 17, my parents co-signed for a lease with me and my babysitting money, and I opened my very first shop in Southern California.
And a lot of longtime employees, including some family that started working with you at a very young age.
Yep. My sister Patty Sue has been with me since day one. We're inseparable. She's my best friend and my best designer. And then I've got my nieces. Katie's worked for me pricing Christmas ornaments since she was 4 years old. She's a very hard worker.
What a great place to be. Can we show everybody around?
Oh, come on, let's go.
Let's do it. You have certainly kept with your original view of what you wanted to recreate in your business. Enchanting, charming, magical. The superlatives are abundant when you walk through your shop. Tell us about some of the things that you carry here, because somebody could get lost here for hours and still not see everything, Lorianne.
How many people get to work all day playing with dolls? These are the Mark Robber fairies. These are highly collectible. They're all registered, they're all numbered. Mark comes out with different designs every single year. They're fabulous. I mean, for lack of a better word, they're incredible. People love them. The details and appointments on these are breathtaking. And this is the Halloween line. We also have the Christmas line, the spring line, the fall line. He even has a tooth fairy. I mean, he does wonderful fairies.
Well, and I understand you've known him since he was a young man, so you get low numbers for the collectors.
I've known Mark for a very long time, and we always get very good numbers. And I'd like to think it's an accident, but I know Mark, he's charming. This one, for example, is number 40 out of 400. And I personally have a collection of number ones.
Oh, fantastic. Well, let's take a look further down here. There's so many little trinkets. Again, more superlatives. If we run out, we'll have to get a thesaurus here. One of my favorite items here are these colored roses. Well, many florists will use dyed roses. These are real.
These are very real. We only sell natural roses. These are all from Ecuador. They're beautiful. High petal count, deep cup, long stems, quality, quality, quality.
Beautiful is an understatement. In real life, they just almost look fake, but they're so real and beautiful.
I know, isn't it neat? I'm very proud of them.
Let's talk about some of these other collectibles. I mean, these are great gifts for the holidays, for birthdays, for weddings. One of the interesting things here is people that have never been in here before will be surprised how many different things that you have here that are great, affordable gifts.
They are affordable. We have price ranges from $3 to $300, literally, and probably higher down on some of the furniture. Succulents, we have a wonderful selection of succulents, which are very popular right now. And with the drought tolerant, they're very, very, what's the word? Smart to buy.
Eco-friendly.
Yes, eco-friendly.
Green.
People love them. They're very green. And they grow here. They thrive here.
Drought tolerant.
Yes, drought tolerant. So the succulents are really good.
One of the resounding things I want people to pay attention to in the background as we tour the entire facility is the collection of vases that you have here. Just a wide variety, really affordable, great gifts as well.
We like to showcase our flowers, and there's no better way to do it with a good vase. The vases change all the time, and it makes our job a lot more fun, because as designers, You don't want to work with the same piece of glass every single day. Although we do, because we have standard vases, but these are for fun, for us.
They really would set an arrangement apart, no doubt about that. I see you have some stained glass here.
We have Tiffany-inspired glasswork. It's all leaded glass, all hand done. Very, very popular. Our clients love it. Again, back to the magic. You put that in a room and you just need a plain room with one pop and that's it. And then you turn the lights on. Ooh.
Magical, colorful, inspiring.
Very pretty.
Lorianne, one of my favorite places in the whole business, in the whole building, is this area. We have a flashback to the 70s here.
Absolutely. Everything old is new again. We were just down in Half Moon Bay. We went down to get plants. You should see the plants. It's the 70s everywhere. Coleus, Hanging Charlie, Creeping Charlie, bridal veils, all the plants that we filled our apartments with before we could afford furniture, everywhere. Terrariums, huge.
They're back in.
Well, they're so clean and they're so maintenance free.
But these are special. These are not like the old terrariums. Look at how delicate, and that's another one of our superlatives, and just thrilling they are to look at. I see you put fairies in some, you're putting plants in others.
We plant all our own terrariums. We don't buy anything pre-made, so you're not going to find another one like it anywhere. Same thing with our baskets. Our baskets, big or larger gardens, we make them all ourselves. That's how you get the St Ives touch.
I have a question about these angels over here. Tell me about those.
Oh, we have so much. We work with a lot of angels. We do. People and ceramic. These are either garden ornaments, or we use them in Christmas greens, Christmas centerpieces with pine all around them, or occasionally we have done sympathy pieces with the angel in it, which are beautiful.
Lorianne, I love that this, I don't even know how he got in there.
He's a little weasel, that's how he got in there.
Well, I'll tell you, that's kind of the neatest thing about being in here is no matter where you look, there's something really eclectic, another superlative.
We have a lot of fun.
To see here, yeah, you have a lot of fun decorating. One of my favorites, you actually have a magic lantern over here.
Of course, to make your wish.
Make my wishes come true.
Everybody needs a magic lantern.
Well, let's go take a look over here.
Okay.
We're a boutique now, too. Look at this beautiful clothing that you carry here.
You should see it on. It's so beautiful. Lace, we go to the market, we buy whatever we love. And the more we buy, the more charming it becomes. We have emeralds. These are emeralds. Is that gorgeous?
Oh, beautiful.
And then this little locket. If you have a new baby or you want to commemorate your wedding, pull out a flower, open this up, press it, and you have a keepsake forever.
That is fantastic.
I know, I love that.
Everywhere you look here, there's something else to be seen. I would have never envisioned how creative this is to throw pearls out of a planter and yet putting that on a dresser in a bedroom, for an example. How beautiful is that?
Dining room table with fresh flowers exploding out of the top and on the base. Oh my God.
Who does this?
Patty Sue did it, and we do it for a lot of our clients. We have a lot of our clients at Christmas time call us, and they bring all the boxes from the basement and say, do it. Oh, do we have fun.
Oh, it's just special. I love this piece here.
They were bad. Those are the bad squirrels. These bad squirrels go in the cage. Bad squirrels.
Well, maybe when they come out, they'll learn how to be good squirrels. Lorianne, are these good monkeys or bad monkeys?
These are mischievous monkeys.
Great for Halloween.
Great for Halloween, wonderful to transition into Christmas.
And speaking of Christmas, let's take a look at some of the stuff that you're working on for your big holiday party. Lorianne, you start preparing for the holidays exceptionally early.
Last January, we went to Atlanta and did all of our shopping.
And here is some of the stuff that's going to be available for your holiday party, which people don't want to miss.
It's an absolute must. Stop by. We have champagne, we have hors d'oeuvres, we have all of our Christmas items out, custom made, everything. Centerpieces, wreaths. It's fun.
It's a Christmas wonderland.
It is a Christmas wonderland.
St Ives Florist.
I'm not just saying that because it's my place. It is an experience.
Well, we hope everybody shows up for it this year on November 14th. Let's take a look inside the fresh cut flowers. That's a big... Ooh, it's a little chilly in here.
It is very cold in here. We're in the cooler. This is the heart of my business.
Lorianne, the flowers in here, every time I come in here, are the freshest, most beautiful ones I've ever seen.
Thank you. We go to San Francisco every week. We go to the midnight market. We drive for 4 hours. We handpick every single flower that we sell.
You don't have a truck come in. You are the truck. You go pick them out and bring them in yourself.
You have to. These are, like, today, this week, snapdragons were fantastic. So we got a ton of snapdragons. Hydrangea are in season, so we loaded up on hydrangea. I mean, it's just, when you go there, you visually experience the flowers, and you know what's good and and our customers trust us.
Well, and that's the experience at St Ives Florist. It truly is magical.
We love what we do. We absolutely love what we, how could you not? Take a smell.
I love coming in here because of that.
Yeah, it's wonderful. I'm very proud. Very, very proud.
Lorianne, in order to create all of this magic, you've got your own team of magicians.
I do. I have some of the most talented, loyal employees you'll find anywhere.
And designers at that. You do all sorts of events, don't you?
If flowers are involved, we're your guy.
Weddings, parties.
Anniversaries, functions, conventions.
You know, Lorianne, what a wonderful place this is. Can we meet the entire staff?
Absolutely.
Lorianne, a heartfelt thank you to you and your entire staff, which is more than staff in this business.
They're my wonderful family.
And your model?
My best well-behaved employee.
I'm sure that everybody might agree with that. How can they get a hold of you?
Our phone number is 775-333-9190, and we're the beautiful green brick building at 700 South Wells.
And you can reach them at stivesreno.com.
Yes.
Thanks for joining us.
You're very welcome.
For more information on this guest or to see this show in its entirety, visit nvbusinesschronicles.com. While you're there, you can watch all of our past shows on the Chronicles page and stay connected with us by following us on our social media. Now more from Nevada Business Chronicles. Today we celebrate 31 years at Bertha Miranda's Mexican restaurant, and every good fiesta has to start in the kitchen. Let's go inside and see what they're cooking. Fresh really means fresh here at Bertha Miranda's.
Absolutely, Mitch. We make handmade flour tortillas on a daily basis. We make Spanish rice once a day, and we may also make white rice with vegetables in it.
What are we making here, Freddie?
These are our infamous pork carnitas. We make this on a daily basis also, because they're so popular. And they have to have that perfect sweet and salty balance. We try to keep it as fresh as possible. It's made on a daily basis.
Para seguirle los pasos, esa joven que hoy se va.
Let's join the fiesta at the second location on Longley in South Virginia in the Winter's Crossing. When you opened up this location at Longley in South Virginia, you had a business model in mind.
Yes, I sure did, because I wanted to do my northern style homemade food convenient for people to take out and eat fast. So I call it slow fast food.
Slow fast food, slow cooked fast food.
Absolutely.
Quality, fresh ingredients.
Every single day.
And
yes.
Generations of family involved in making everything possible, including the Chilerianos, which we're looking at here.
The best in the West.
They're delicioso.
Absolutely, the best. You know, she is doing it for 31 years. So I think that people know my Chilerianos are my family resident.
Well, this is Stuart Golder, and Stuart, you are with UNR.
I'm with the University of Nevada, Reno, and I'm the Director of Development with the College of Liberal Arts.
And you've watched for quite a while Bertha's involvement and how she's given back to our community and awards that she's won for her contribution to Northern Nevada.
Yes, last year she was recognized by the Nevada Women's Fund as Woman of the Year. And I've had the pleasure of knowing Bertha for the last 8 years, as she's been supporting the university since 1995 with her scholarship.
I understand quite a number of students have benefited from her generosity.
Yes, so since 1995, 55 Latino students have received partial scholarships at the university, thanks to her generosity.
From the Bertha Miranda
From the Bertha Miranda Foundation.
Fantastic.
We're back at the restaurant where Bertha's prepared 3 special moles for tonight's party. Let's go check them out.
3 different moles. This is a big deal. This is you're celebrating your 31st anniversary.
Absolutely.
This is special.
Yes, it is. The pipián is the unsweetened mole, which requires more of a dry, hotter type of pepper. The traditional mole poblano is the one that has a chocolate as an ingredient that helps the rest of the peppers blend together.
Wow.
And these, we use darker peppers like these, like chile ancho, chile negro, the darker pods. And the green ones, you know, more of an Anaheim pepper, the Hatch New Mexico peppers, the tomatillos, cilantros. There's a different type of blend, you know, from sweet to spicy.
I understand
you have
that
to have a perfect balance for the moles.
I understand you've spent a week selecting the peppers just to find the ingredients to make the mole.
Correct. Yeah, it's that time of year, but we're blessed because this time of year is harvest season in Hatch, New Mexico, and we get a lot of our peppers from that part of the country.
We're here celebrating with Bertha Miranda 31 years today.
Let's have a fiesta.
Solo era tu bello, el otro.
One thing is for sure, the Mirandas know how to party.
We do, Mitch. Tequila, siesta, and fiesta.
And fiesta you did.
Absolutely.
So today is the first day of
Our 32nd year in business, Mitch.
32nd year in business. How fantastic for our community. You were here
Absolutely.
for a while last
I
night.
was here till at least 1:30 in the morning.
Wow.
So I'm back to work again. So.
We should show them some of the food and drinks that go into having a siesta, a fiesta, and some tequila.
Absolutely, Mitch. Please follow me.
Probably a silly question to ask, but what's the most popular drink in your restaurant?
Mitch, it has to be the margaritas. We've been making margaritas, several different types and flavors for the last 31 years. And one of my favorite and everybody's favorite is the margarita presidencial. Which consists of, you know, we put it in these large schooner glasses. We fill it with ice. Put a couple of shots of hornitos.
You probably served a few of these over the years.
We have. I'd say 1 million or more in the last. So
A lot of margaritas.
that's a lot of margaritas.
What are you adding now?
I have to add. It's not just your normal triple sec. It's a Patron Citrange, which is a higher grade alcohol. I put a whole lime in to add to the sweet and sour that we had specially made for this particular restaurant. It's not your normal margarita mix. It's a balance between sweetened water, sugar, some oranges, limes, lemons, tangerines, grapefruit, clementines even.
Truly a special margarita that people have to try
It is.
to
It is.
understand.
It's our signature margarita, and I like to shake it up a little bit and add it to my presidencial margarita, and then top it off with a little bit of Grand Marnier on top. It gives it that nice flavor of orange liqueur in there. And then we decorate it, of course, with a lemon and a lime. But it's absolutely astounding. So it's very flavorful. And there it is right there.
A lot of people right now are just drooling over that.
It's been a family favorite, especially on weekends, between happy hours, between 4 and 6 every day. So this is a really popular item.
Bertha's prepared some of her specialty dishes for us. Let's go see what she made. Bertha, I'm personally excited about this dish. What do we have here?
We call him the torero chile relleno. What it means is the yellow peppers stuffed with shrimp, wrapped with bacon, and we serve them with white rice and whole beans.
What kind of fish is this, Bertha?
It's the tilapia fillet, Mitch, and we call it a healthy dish because it's guajillo sauce, and we serve it with white rice and whole beans.
Bertha and Freddie, I'm so proud to have your business in our community and to be able to share your restaurant with everybody that's watching. I want to make sure they know how to come visit you.
It was our pleasure, Mitch. If you want to call for reservations, you could call 786-9697 for the downtown location and 853-1233 for the south location store.
Thank you again so much for joining us.
Absolutely.
For more information on this guest or to see this show in its entirety, visit nvbusinesschronicles.com. While you're there, you can watch all of our past shows on the Chronicles page and stay connected with us by following us on our social media. Now more from Nevada Business Chronicles. Do you know somebody with a kid in K through 12 or have one of your own? Then pay attention. Today we're here at Mathnasium, the Math Learning Center. Let's go meet the owner, Carlo DeMaisa. Carlo, thank you for being on our show.
Absolutely.
First question I want to ask is, what is Mathnasium? How did it get its start? And what made you want to become involved with it?
Well, Mathnasium is a math-only learning center. It's been around for over a decade. There's about 600 plus centers nationwide. Why I got involved with it, you ever had one of those epiphanies in your life where you say, hey, there's something better, and you're trying to figure out what that better is?
Something more important.
Right, and this was it for me. Nothing better than coming home to my own community where I grew up and giving back to my own community and owning my own business in the process.
And truly making a difference.
Thanks.
Who should consider bringing their kids to a Mathnasium Learning Center?
Well, basically anyone with a kid that is catching up, staying up, or getting ahead. Those are the kids that would come and see us.
Basically everybody.
Pretty much.
How does the process work?
Well, the first thing that we like to have the kids do is come in and do what's called a free session. And so that's what RD here is doing, is giving her a test drive, if you will, of what it feels like day to day. Now, once they get through the free trial and they decide, hey, this is something that I really want to get into, I'm going to benefit from this, we go to what's called the pre-assessment. And so that's what we see here. This student is taking the pre-assessment so that we can understand where the edge of their understanding is on the math. That way we know how far back to rewind or how far forward we need to fast forward.
What do you mean by rewind and fast forward?
Sure. One of the typical things that makes it challenging for kids in a typical tutoring environment is the current trouble is what tends to be the focus, versus going back to the fundamentals, understanding what those basic building block problems are and tackling those before incrementally moving, in fact, past the current trouble. So once we complete the pre-assessment stage, we generate a custom learning plan for that child. And then I review that with the parent and the child.
What is the Mathnasium method?
Well, in short, it's making math make sense to kids. So for example, we learned how to describe the bottom of a fraction as the denominator. Here, we call that the name of the fraction. So as an example, if I ask a child, if you have an apple and an apple, is that 2 apples? Or if you have a banana and a banana, is that 2 bananas? Now we go to, if you have an apple and a banana, is that 2 banapples? And obviously they say, no, that doesn't make any sense.
Right.
Right? Well, that's how we teach them that when we add 1/3 and 1/2, it doesn't equal 2/5. We also provide regular updates. So every few prescriptives that the kids complete successfully and show mastery, we make sure we update the parents on that.
And what's this in front of us?
Oh, this is one of my favorite parts. This is the reward system. So when kids show mastery of each page, they get a punch of a star on a card. They save those cards and they get to trade them in for things. These are some of the small things in the cabinet, but we recently had one of our kids earn an Xbox One. It was our privilege to be able to give that to her last week.
So really giving them an incentive to grow and learn as well.
That's right.
What a great idea.
Well, Mitch, I'd like to introduce you to the mother of two of our students. This is Amy Arias.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I'd like to ask you, if you don't mind, a little bit about your experience with Mathnasium so that other parents can learn from that.
Okay. We came here when my eldest daughter was struggling with math. She was not passing math at 4th grade after having straight A's for 4 quarters in a row in 3rd grade. And we were looking for an alternative to support what she was doing in her classroom. And that's how we found Carlo and found Mathnasium.
And what's happened since then, and what time frame are we talking about?
We've been here 4 weeks, and she has brought her grade to a B+.
From
Yeah.
not passing,
Not passing.
we're being polite,
That's
to a B+.
the nice way to say it. Yeah, to a B+
in 4 weeks.
in 4 weeks. And her confidence has soared. And I think that's the biggest piece for her. She feels comfortable here, she feels supported, and she's willing to ask questions because she knows that I don't get it or I don't understand that is an acceptable answer. And that makes a big difference when you're not exactly sure of what you're doing.
Well, I appreciate you sharing that. Hopefully
Yeah.
other parents can learn and gain from that experience that you've had and have their
Absolutely.
children enrolled in such an extraordinary program too.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you. Even the layout of this facility is intentional. I think a lot of people are going to be surprised to hear that.
It is, Mitch. It's designed to be maximum safety for the kids. No hidden corridors. It's all out in the open, complete visibility for the parents to make sure that they feel that their kids are safe.
And it creates an environment where there's no possibility of bullying.
That's
either.
right.
Carlo, consistent with your reasoning for even opening up a Mathnasium in Sparks is your involvement in our community.
Yeah, it's our privilege to have partnerships with a few of the schools here in Sparks. We're there every week, and also I serve on the board of a nonprofit in town.
None of this would be possible if it wasn't for you and your incredible staff. And I want to make sure people know how they can get involved and bring their kids into Mathnasium. There's more than one location.
There are 2 in Reno, and we're located in Sparks at 2888 Vista Boulevard in the DeAndrea Marketplace.
And they can also find you on the internet.
They can, mathnasium.com/E.Sparks.
And the phone number.
775-356-MATH.
That's Carlo DeMaisa, Mathnasium. Thank you so much for joining us.
You bet, Mitch. Thank you.
For more information on this guest or to see this show in its entirety, visit nvbusinesschronicles.com. While you're there, you can watch all of our past shows on the Chronicles page and stay connected with us by following us on our social media. For information on becoming a guest on our show, contact us at info@nvbusinesschronicles.com. We hope you enjoyed the show. Thanks for watching. Tune in next week at the same time for more from Nevada Business Chronicles.